my name is Bianca Domingo and I am an alumna of CSIT batch 2018. I was a cum laude when I graduated, but I'm sure I wasn't that smart. I'm not even able to remember how I survived 4 years of college because it went by so fast. As in, first year pa lang, hindi ko alam kung saan kami kakain dyan. And then, fourth year, nasa Menjola na kami nagpa-practice ng sampagita. It was really, really fast. And now I am working as a project manager for a consulting company here in Makati. I was often asked, bakit project manager agad? Fresh grad ka, ganito, ganyan. And honestly, I don't know the answer to that. But I remember 5 to 6 years ago, almost 6 years actually, I was fresh out of high school. I didn't know what the hell I would do. As in, hindi ko alam kung anong gagawin ko sa buhay ko, anong course yung kukunin ko, saang school. You know, there was this really big pressure to choose your school and choose your course properly because it will shape the rest of my future. Well, unlike my classmates, they had everything planned. And as for me, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what my passion was. I didn't even know where I was good at. So, when I was applying for schools, parang nantitrip na lang ako. Kasi I just wanted to apply. Like, when I went to UP, I applied for dentistry. When I went to St. Benilde, I applied for HR management. Tapos, nung nag-Asia Pacific naman ako, I think I applied for multimedia arts. And then, for some reason, I applied to Assumption College. That was the school near Glorieta, I think. It was an all-girls school. And then, I was so drawn to Assumption kasi the course I had picked was Communication Arts, major in advertising. And I was very fond of communicating. I was very fond of showing my creative side. I like taking photos. I like thinking creatively. I like colors. I like painting. I like editing on Photoshop. Mga ganong eche-boreche. So I was so drawn to AC. Pero their tuition was very high that it was way over budget for my family. So I think mga 100k, almost more or less 100k yung tuition nila per sem. And we couldn't afford that. So I applied for academic scholarship. When I applied for an academic scholarship, it wasn't a problem for me because I was an honor student in high school. So when I applied for that scholarship, I just waited diligently. I waited and I waited and I waited. I was very patient, as in mas patient pa sa kung sino maiisip kong patient. But that time, schools were shifting from June to August academic year. And Assumption was one of those schools na lilipat na ng August. But the rest of Makati was still for June. Noong mga first week na of June, wala pa rin talaga yung result ko. And nawala na ako ng pag-asa. Sabi ko, maybe I wasn't accepted. I should choose other schools na. So I applied for FEU because it's near to our house. Eh, wala ng course dun. It's like accountancy na lang. And I didn't like math. But to my surprise, ang IT, puro math. So, nag-CEU kami, which is katabi lang. And then, yun. I remember vividly, my courses in CEU were IT, psychology, and medtech. Di ba ang lalayo? Tapos, ayun, a couple of days later, wala pa rin yung academic scholarship letter ko from Assumption. That's why I decided to enroll in CEU already. So, I enrolled in CEU, I took my schedule, I took my uniform. I was ready for first day of classes. And then, it's so ironic. Kasi, the moment I got home, sinalubong ako ng lolo ko. Parang sabi niya, hey, there's a letter for you. I think he was so happy that there was a letter for me, but it wasn't open. Baka naramdaman niya lang or some sort. But when I got home, it was a letter from Assumption. And when I opened it, it said, "Congratulations, your academic scholarship is accepted. We're offering you 100% scholarship, etc., etc. Man, I was dumbfounded. As in, parang, what? Why now? Diba? I didn't know what to do. Parang sabi ko, but ulit ko iniisip na mag-refund ba kami sa CEU? Or itutuloy ko na lang ba? Kasi nandito na ako. And I kept thinking and thinking and thinking. But, as you know, all roads led me here. So, why did I tell that story? I told that story because that was the turning point of who I am now. And for those years that passed by, I've learned so many things. As in, I am learning still, but for those 4 or 5 years that have passed, I have learned so much, but I will narrow it down into 3 points. First is that with the right perspective and determination, you can do anything. The story that I just told, it's a battle between what I really want to pursue versus practicality. Well, I'm not belittling creative courses. In fact, I am rooting for them because they are able to follow what they really want. When in reality, the world is not yet ready for jobs like those. The world is still accepting art as a form of money-making jobs, and we're continue fighting for it. We continue fighting for it. So, yun nga, with the right determination and perspective, you can do anything. When I entered college, I was 15 years old. I was very young. I am very self-centered. It was sooner or later when I realized that I can hit 2 birds with 1 stone. And that I can do so many things when I let go of my fear. Sobrang dami kong bagay na napalampas kasi either takot ako, akala ko di ko kaya, di pa ako ready, or feel ko wala akong resources para dun. You know, I should have done so much had I known that my fears were irrelevant. You know that? I mean, the only hard step is the beginning. Once you take your first step, the next few ones would be easier. And then the next thing you know, you're at your finish line, you're successful, and you know what you really want, diba? Well, second man is that time management is the solution to all of our problems. I know it's so cliche that you've heard about time management so many times. You've heard it about talks, your quotes, you have seminars and stuff like that. But I have to tell you this over and over again. Time management is the solution. Alam mo, kahit sobrang gusto mo yung ginagawa mo, pag nagiging routinary na siya, kahit mahal na mahal mo siya, mababurnout at mababurnout ka. Parang hindi mo mafa-find yung sarili mo if you're stuck in a routine. And during that times when you're stuck at a routine, you start losing yourself, and losing yourself is harder to find. Once you've lost yourself, it will take years and years before you see what really makes you happy again. So again, just like having the right determination and perspective, mahirap lang naman sa simula ma-figure out kung ano yung strategy na mag-work sa'yo, or what are your own little ways to manage your time. Pero once you have known what strategies work best, your life will be so much balanced, and you have time to do the things you want, the things you prioritize, and take a rest because you deserve it, yung mga ganong bagay. And then lastly is that even if the world can have a glimpse of who you are, you know yourself the best. This is very important because in this time and age where social media is widely used, yet so blatantly used, people can throw rocks at you from different directions. I mean, hindi mo alam na may bumabat sa'yo dito, until to the point na these wrong accusations about you can make you think of yourself otherwise. Like, may isip mo na, oh, baka ganito nga ako kasi sabi nito, ganito, ganyan, etc., etc. We're starting to become insecure and I'm sorry, but we're starting to lose ourselves. We're starting to lose we're starting to lose our sense of security kasi the world is telling us na we're like this, we're like that, blah blah blah. I just want you to know that you know yourself the best. Despite people bringing you down, despite all these people wanting you not to reach your goals, you have to stay still and thrive for what you really want. You have to remember that if people are bringing you down, it just means you're above them. So just rise further. Akit lang na akit until they can't reach you anymore. So during my trying times, I have only remembered to believe in what I pray for. Well, I don't know what religion you are or sinong Diyos ang pinapaniwalaan nyo or universe ba, etc. But it's more than answering our prayers. It's God having 3 kinds of answers. Sometimes it's a yes, sometimes it's a no, but most of the time it's not yet. It's wait lang, I have better plans for you, and you should wait. So thank you, and I hope you stay safe, stay sane, take a rest because you deserve it. Take as much as you would need, but don't forget to do your priorities. Yun lang, bye-bye!